chart database.
The
The
EDICS can display charts of the following databases:
EDICS,
S57 and S63 charts, EDICS, raster navigational charts, RNCs, CMAP, charts from the CMAP Admiralty ENC service, and Jepson Primary RICTIS service. Note: using EDICS switches the system from EDICS mode to raster chart display system mode. This mode is allowed only in areas without ENC coverage. Selecting chart databases. To select a specific chart database, click on Chart on the menu title bar. Go to Setting and select S57, CMAP, EDICS. In the Chart Option panel, go to View 1 tab. The following databases are available and can be enabled by selecting the respective checkbox. S57, S63, to set the ENC database. CMAP, Edition 3, EDICS. Confirm with Apply. Note: if the multi-view mode feature is active, charts of different databases can be displayed on a split screen via the View 2. Manual chart selection. A designated feature enables the user to choose a specific chart from a list. This topic explains how to access the feature and what information is provided. Manual ENC selection. To select any ENC cell manually, click on Chart in the menu title bar. Next, click on Select S57 chart. The available cells are sorted by name and scale. To select and load a chart, click on the desired cell and confirm by clicking OK. Chart inscriptions. The available chart inscriptions, like scale bar and grid, are very helpful. They assist the navigators in assessing and interpreting values while performing their tasks. Scale bar. ENCs can be used at various scale levels, and this can easily make the user lose spatial awareness. The scale bar is always displayed in the lower left corner of the chart area. It is intended to let the mariner immediately evaluate the distance of objects to the own ship. Note: the selected scale defines the appearance of the scale bar. At scales larger than 1 to 80,000, the length of the bar equals to 1 nautical mile. On scales smaller than 1 to 80,000, the bar equals 10 nautical miles. Latitudinal and longitudinal grid. To display the latitude, longitude grid, access chart, and open the Chart Option panel. In the View Common tab, select the other display mode. Switch to View 1 tab. and enable the Graticule checkbox. Confirm with Apply. EBL and VRM. The electronic bearing line, EBL, and variable range marker, VRM, are essential tools for navigation. They assist the navigator in taking bearing and range measurements. This system provides three ways to draw EBLs and VRMs on the chart area: via the Tools section, the Context menu, and the trackball. Activate EBL and VRM via the display panel. The EBL VRM function can be enabled from the Tools section in the display panel. Just select the respective buttons and they will be displayed in the chart area. Click on the desired position to set the value. A button is available in Tools, which is empty by default. This button is used to set the reference mode. To switch between the modes, click on it. The following options are available. Empty field sets the measurement starting point to the CCRP. D, dropped, fixes the measurement starting point at a selected position. Click in any position in the chart to set origin. To switch between true bearing and relative bearing mode, click on the azimuth of EBL button. It is displayed either with T or R, respectively. The system also provides the option to change the units of distance by clicking on the nautical miles button. Adjust EBL and VRM. To adjust EBL and VRM at the same time, click on the circled intersection of both lines and move the cursor to the desired position. Click again to confirm. To adjust them separately, click either on the line or circle. Then, click in any position to set the value. To delete any of them, click the respective buttons in the display panel. Activate EDICS and VRM via the Context menu. Right-click on the chart area to access the Context menu. There are two available options for activating the function: CCRP, EBL, VRM option sets the base centered on the ship. The cross point is displayed on the cursor. Move the cursor and click at the desired position to fix it. Drop EBL, VRM option offsets the base from the ship. Click on a position to set the EBL and VRM and move the cursor to adjust it. Under the Drop TBL, VRM submenu, there are two more options. The Move Origin 1 and 2 are used to control the base point of the respective tools, which is displayed on the cursor. Move the cursor and click at the desired position to fix the base point. This system provides the option to set on EDL and VRM, either at the same time or one by one. Access main menu. Go to Setting and select Marker Setting. Open the drop-down menu and select either one step or two step based on your preferences. Cursor Readout. The cursor readout feature is displaying information of the EDL and VRM on the chart. Access main menu, Setting, and then Marker Setting. In the display dialog, go to the cursor readout option. Select latitude, longitude, or bearing, range to change the respective information on the chart. In addition, the Mouse over Information Display checkbox provides information when hovering the mouse over an EDL or VRM. Create user chart objects. The creation of user chart objects depends on the user charts, which act as an overlay. Therefore, multiple user charts with different purposes can be merged and displayed at the same time. They can also be activated or deactivated. Create a user map. Step 1. A user chart is a layer where the user objects are stored. To create a new user chart, access User Map menu and select User Map Editor. Click New to add a new user chart. The created user chart is activated. For editing. User Map, Object Type, Step 2. Various types of objects can be added on the chart. To insert an object, choose the desired type, such as symbol, line, area, or text, from the left bar. All available objects are displayed in the list as icons once a category is selected. Place user map object. Step 3. Once an object is selected from the list, click on the desired position on the chart to place it. When an object with multiple points is selected, double-click to stop the creation. If the text type is selected, small or large font options become available. Select the desired one, click on the chart, and define the object's details in the displayed dialog. Some of the details that can be adjusted are the coordinates, the maximum and minimum scale, the color, and font size of the text. Click on the relevant field to type the text. And comment. Confirm with Enter and OK. Save user map. Step 4. To save the user chart, click on the respective button. In the displayed dialog box, click on the name field to type a file name. Write a comment, if needed, in the respective text field, and confirm the entry by pressing Save. Then click on the Select Datum to execute datum conversion. Alternatively, select the Enter Offset Radio button to set an offset value for the object. Confirm with OK. Modify user chart objects. The user has the option to modify the attributes or position of a created user chart object. Edit user map objects. To edit the user map objects, firstly access the user map editor. It can be accessed either via the direct cursor method or via the menu title bar. If you're using the first method, activate the user map on the chart. And right-click on the relevant object. Select Other Information and click again on the object. The information window indicates that the object is a user map. Click Edit to access the user map editor and change the attributes or the location of the object. If you access the specific window via the menu title bar, make sure that the desired user map is open. Select Property and click on the object to be edited. The attributes that can be edited are the coordinates, the scale range that the object is visible, the color of the object, and the comment. Make the relevant changes and confirm with OK. Don't forget to save the changes. Move user map objects. To move an already created user map object, click Move and select the object. Move the cursor to the desired position and click again to change the position of the object. Manage the vertex of user map objects. The system provides the option to modify the vertex of an object. Select Insert, Move Vertex, and click on the angular point to select it. Place the cursor on the desired position. Click to fix the shape. A new vertex can also be created by clicking on a line. Move the cursor and click again to set the new angle. To delete a vertex, click the respective button and select the angular point on the chart. Delete user map objects. The user map objects can be deleted via the user map editor window. It can be accessed either via the menu title bar or the direct cursor method. In the user map editor window, make sure that the correct user map is activated. To delete an object, click on the respective button and select it from the chart. Manage user maps. All user chart objects are related to the user charts. User charts can be imported, exported, deleted, and displayed separately. Also, user chart objects, which meet specific criteria, such as type or color, can be filtered globally. Manage user maps. User chart objects are associated with user charts, which can be managed. A user chart is a layer where the user objects are stored. To open an already created user chart, access the user map from the menu title bar and click on the Select User Map. Select the desired user chart and confirm with OK. The selected user chart is displayed on the screen. To clear the displayed user chart from the screen, access the User Map menu and click on Select User Map. Merging user maps. This EDICS provides the merging function, which merges the objects of two user maps in one. To merge user maps, access the User Map Editor window. Open the first user map. And move the mouse at the top of the screen to display the relevant menu. Then click File and select Merge. Select the user map to be merged from the dialog box and confirm with OK. The objects of both user maps are displayed on the screen. Click Save in the User Map Editor menu. To merge the user maps and replace the first file, Otherwise, select the Save As option to create a new file. Exporting user maps. The already created user maps are saved in CSV format. Access the User Map Editor menu and select File. Export. Click on the file name text field to rename the file, if necessary. Select the drive and confirm the exporting with OK. Importing user maps. To import a user chart, access the User Map Editor window. Go to the User Map Editor menu. Open File and select Import. Choose a file format to be used at the destination. From the displayed dialog box, select the desired file to be imported and confirm with OK. User Map Settings. To change the initial settings of a new user map object, go to the Editing menu and select Edit. Click Setting and adjust based on your preferences. To save the changes, click Apply and OK. LOP, Position Fix. The EDICS continually displays current position information. However, it is crucial to verify the position at appropriate intervals. This can be performed by line of position. Creating LOPs. The line of position function is provided as an aid to the navigator. It is used to determine the owned ship's position based on observed reference points. To access the LOP function, go to the menu title bar. Open Main, LOP, and select Create LOP. In the displayed dialog box, the owned ship's position is set as the reference point. To insert the first LOP, click on the observed reference point on the chart area. Choose between the bearing or range and enter the required value in the numerical field. Press Enter to set the value. To adjust the time of observation for each LOP, set the date and time in the respective field. Confirm by clicking Enter and set LOP. Position fixed by two LOPs. The position fixed by LOPs depends on the area of navigation and the availability of suitable chart objects. Set two LOPs according to your measurements. And click on Select Crosspoint. The relevant dialog box opens and the coordinates of the intersection are displayed. Click Reference Point to move the owned ship to the selected reference point. Click Apply and OK to confirm. The on-chip position on the display panel is indicated with a light blue background. The alarm list displays position shift. Position fixed by 3 LOPs. If the position fix has 3 or more lines, then an information window pops up. Click OK to close it. The display dialog box requires adding the coordinates of the LOPs. Select all the reference points in the chart area. And click reference point to set the cross point. Confirm with Apply and OK. Note: when the on-chip's position is determined via LOPs, the offset between the current EPFS position and the determined position is automatically applied. Therefore, the on-chip's position is automatically shifted on the chart area. This behavior might have serious implications for the safety of navigation, especially with high offset values. Nonetheless, once the determined position has been accepted, the offset should be cleared. Delete LOPs. To delete the already created LOPs, access main LOP and select Delete all LOP. All the LOPs are removed from the chart area. Running fix. In this EDICS, the running fix function is a useful tool to measure distance and bearing to a reference point. To enable this function, right-click on the chart and select Running Fix from the context menu. The EBL and VRM are displayed on the chart. The EBL and VRM of on-chip can be monitored against the fixed position at all times. To delete the running fix, right-click on the chart and select Remove Running Fix from the context menu. Note: this feature should not be confused with the running fix process of determining a position fix with only one reference point. Man overboard. Event marker. Event marker is a simple recording function. Man overboard is a full situation monitoring function. Allows the user to instantly record and display the position of a person falling into the water. Man overboard. In the event of a man An overboard incident. Click on the MOB button in the display panel. The MOB point is marked and is indicated with an anchor on the chart area. The MOB panel appears in the display panel and contains the following information: the position of the MOB point, the bearing from own ship to the MOB point, the range from own ship to the MOB point, expressed in nautical miles, kilometers, or sea miles, the required time to go back to the MOB at current speed. Deleting a man overboard. There are two ways to delete the man overboard. In the display panel, press and hold the MOB button for 3 seconds or more. In the operation panel, press the MOB key for 3 seconds or more. The MOB panel closes, and the relevant symbol disappears from the chart. Event marker. The EDICS provides the option to enter event mark at the ship's position. To enable this function, either click on the event mark symbol in the chart info area, or open chart in the menu title bar. Go to Marking, Highlighting, and click Event Mark. To edit the attributes of the event mark, click in the relevant field. Click OK, and the event mark is added to the chart. Deleting event markers. To delete an event mark, open the chart menu. Move the cursor over Marking, Highlighting. Select the Delete Event Mark option. From the displayed list, select the event mark and click Delete.